I'm Adrian Vale. Question for tonight: is romantic love a beautiful lie we tell ourselves, or the highest meaning we can live? Let's separate love from dependency and trade fantasy for a practice that actually makes us freer. 3 lenses help. Erich Fromm says love is a skill, a discipline. The Stoics say don't pin your peace on what you can't control, including other people. Buddhism distinguishes clinging from compassion. And then there's pop culture, the stories that script our expectations before we ever meet someone. We'll put them all on the table and ask, what exactly are we doing when we say I'm in love? Most of us inherit a romantic script: soulmates, instant chemistry, jealousy as proof of devotion, the grand gesture that fixes everything, the wedding as the finish line. Series and films compress years of growth into 10 scenes and a montage. Social media adds a highlight reel, peak moments without the effort that produced them. These stories are not evil, they're incomplete. If you mistake them for a map, you confuse intensity with intimacy, drama with depth, and possession with partnership. Expect the story to carry you, and you'll either demand constant fireworks or read ordinary conflict as failure. Reality requires skills the script barely mentions. Here's a simple contrast: love, an active commitment to the growth and well-being of the other and of the us. 2 whole people choosing interdependence, freedom with connection. You can say no without fear. You can be honest without punishment. Boundaries respected, differences negotiated. Dependency, using the other to regulate your self-worth or your nervous system in ways you won't own. Fusion or control. If you leave, I collapse, or if you change, I panic. Jealousy, surveillance, or constant reassurance as a condition of peace. Your needs are bottomless because the project is not relationship, it's self-soothing. A clean test: if the relationship vanished tomorrow, would you grieve and rebuild, or would you be erased? Grief is human. Erasure is a warning sign. Fromm puts it sharply: immature love says, I love you because I need you. Mature love says, I need you because I love you. In The Art of Loving, Fromm says love isn't a feeling you fall into, it's an art you practice. Care, not hovering, but active concern for the other's life and growth. Responsibility, responding to needs you can actually meet, without rescuing as control. Respect, seeing the other as distinct. No project of fixing them into your image. Knowledge, curious, accurate understanding of who they are today, not who you wish them to be. This art demands discipline, concentration, patience, and humility. It's not glamorous, but it's how passion matures into trust and how desire keeps finding new reasons to stay. Fromm also warns, in a market culture, we treat ourselves like products and partners like upgrades. If you shop for validation, you'll confuse love with the anxiety of maybe being chosen. The Stoics don't reject love, they reject captivity. Epictetus, happiness rests in your judgments and choices, your prohairesis, not in external events. A partner's moods, the future, even your own sensations are not fully yours to command. So love as a preference, deep and honest, without turning it into a requirement for your basic tranquility. Practices: negative visualization. Briefly imagine loss to cherish without clinging, then return to gratitude. Dichotomy of control. Bring energy to what you can do, listening, truth-telling, repair, rather than ruminating on what you can't. Character first. Choose to be a dependable partner regardless of weather. Seneca would call that freedom. You are steady enough to love boldly because you are not owned by outcomes. Buddhism distinguishes craving, tanha, the grasping that amplifies suffering, from loving kindness, metta, compassion, karuna, appreciative joy, mudita, and equanimity, upekkha. Craving says, "Complete me, remove my pain." It tightens when it's fed, and it panics when it's threatened. Loving kindness says, "May you be well." It delights in the other's flourishing, even when it doesn't benefit you directly. Equanimity isn't coldness, it's warmth without stickiness. The paradox: when you loosen clinging, love breathes. You can choose again and again without the constant fear of loss turning love into a hedge against anxiety. Simple practices. Notice the bodily signatures of craving: tight chest, restless checking. Label them gently, breathe, and re-choose a response aligned with care rather than control. Metta meditation trains this orientation on purpose. Expectations. Replace myths. Soulmate becomes compatible values and workable differences. Chemistry becomes attraction plus reliability. Jealousy as proof becomes trust plus boundaries. Grand gestures become small daily repairs. Agreements. Make the implicit explicit. What does loyalty mean here? How do we handle attention from others, money, time alone, digital privacy? What are our break glass protocols when we're flooded? Love grows in clarity. Skills. Learn conflict repair. Own your part, reflect back what you heard, ask what's needed now. Build desire by mixing closeness with space. Esther Perel notes that desire needs room to want. Practice gratitude. Name one specific thing you appreciate each day. Schedule check-ins. A weekly 20-minute state of us. These are not unromantic. They're how romance survives reality. If dependency patterns run deep, attachment wounds, compulsive reassurance, cycles of control, therapy can turn love from a coping strategy into a meeting of equals. That too is love, seeking help so you don't hurt each other. So, beautiful lie or highest meaning? It can be a lie if it's a story we consume to avoid growing up, intensity without responsibility, ownership without respect, clinging disguised as devotion. It can be a highest meaning if it's a practice, care, responsibility, respect, and knowledge, animated by freedom, steadied by equanimity, enriched by honest desire. Fromm teaches us to love as an art. The Stoics teach us to prefer without requiring. Buddhism teaches us to loosen clinging so love can breathe. Pop culture gives us poetry. Real life asks for craft. Call it what you like. I'll call it a daily choosing of another's good alongside my own. That is neither a lie nor an idol. It is work and it is joy. I'm Adrian Vale. Thank you for watching.